Okay. What's going on, you guys? It's another sick and lit edition of Wrestle Shade. I'm sorry about all the background. We're about to get into some breaking news here from WrestleMania.
What is going on, guys? It is WrestleMania here.
Jeff Hardy.
Some more news. And unfortunately, Jeff Hardy has been arrested again. Yep, and this time, he could be facing jail time. Let's get into that after the intro. As always, be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos. And
for all of you out there, okay, WrestleMania, I do get into their content from time to time, okay, no shade, no tea. And this just slid across my desk, okay, bitch. For all of those of you who don't know Jeff Hardy, I'm pretty sure you do if you're watching this video, so it's no need for me to even explain there, but damn! I'm hoping this was not his fault, and I'm hoping he was not drunk. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into the news.
A documented battle with his personal demons, and unfortunately, it looks like they've once again got the better of him. Sadly, the current AEW star was arrested shortly after midnight last night in Florida. Hardy was arrested after leaving a local Dave and Buster's restaurant, and before visiting the restaurant, Hardy was at a music concert where he met with fans. It appears as if Matt Hardy was also at this concert, but it appears that the two Hardys went their separate ways once the concert had come to an end. Now, according to official police records, Hardy was booked into jail at 12:45 a.m. on charges of driving while license cancels.
Bitch, 12:45, bitch, that was early, bitch. Okay. I'm going back. That was early as fuck, though, bitch.
Violation of restrictions placed on driver's license and DUI alcohol/drugs.
Wait a minute. His license was already suspended and revoked? Holy fuck. I don't understand how superstars do that. It's just like, you're so much of a superstar, bitch, you just forget about your license and your ID and your social and everything, bitch. Somebody else just got to take care of everything, bitch. Holy shit, bitch. Charges of driving while license canceled. How you cancel your license? Anyway, license canceled / suspended / revoked. Violation of restrictions placed on driver's license and DUI / alcohol third party offense within 10 years. Yes, this we do know because he also got in trouble while he was with the WWE. And they turned that into a storyline, bitch. Shout out to Braun Strowman. Anyway, yikes. Bitch. This was what I was not hoping for. Remember, I said in the beginning of this video, I was hoping that he was what? Not drunk, and I was hoping that this was not his fault. Look.
And Hardy remains incarcerated in Florida, and he's due to appear in front of a judge tomorrow afternoon. According to the official Florida criminal statutes, special laws are in place for multiple DUI offenders. A third DUI conviction within 10 years is considered a felony in the state of Florida. Depending on the specific circumstances of Hardy's case, he could be facing time in jail. If a person is convicted of a third DUI within 10 years in Florida, a judge is required to impose several penalties. These include mandatory jail time, several years of probation, and a substantial license suspension. Now, a key factor in the case will be Hardy's blood alcohol level, and if this is significantly high, then the judge is more likely to be less lenient on the punishment handed down to the charismatic Enigma.
What is that blood alcohol level serving us, bitch? God, today. Now, it's no shade, bitch. I understand, going out, having fun, okay, going to a concert, okay, bitch. This bitch was at Dave and Buster's, bitch, okay, and he was seeing fans, bitch. I would have been riding a high as well, okay? But, bitch, if I couldn't have drove nowhere, bitch, I think I would have called an Uber, bitch, or I would have used some of that money to call for me a private driver, bitch, or I would have got up with Matt and seen where the hell he was at, bitch, and how he got home, bitch. Okay, but okay.
Hardy's been struggling for some time, and his demons actually led to his WWE departure back in December of last year. Hardy infamously walked out during a live event tag team match. WWE offered Hardy help for his apparent issues.
Wait a minute, he walked out? That sounds... Oh, wait a minute, he walked out? I wonder if they called him unprofessional.
Hardy turned this down, and this ultimately led to his WWE departure. Jeff's brother Matt claimed that Jeff was doing just fine, but this clearly isn't the case, and Jeff needs a real, genuine medical help. In 2020, Hardy would state that this was his last chance to get it right when referring to his battles. During an interview with Sportskeeda, Hardy stated, "This is my last chance to get it right. Since my early 20s, it's been a roller coaster ride with addiction and alcoholism. I've had sober runs, doing good for a while, but then I'd always go back. Now I hope I'm done with that. As long as I stay on the straight and narrow, the sky is the limit." For me, admitting on TV that I'm an alcoholic has been empowering. It helps me remind myself of how bad it can be if I go back to that way of life. I'm blessed to do this, and I want to help people that have struggled like me. I hope I can be an example for people going through recovery. Hardy would claim that he was unhappy during his recent WWE run, and he would claim that he was ashamed to be part of the 24/7 title segments. Hardy was pushing for a main event program with Roman Reigns, and this was something that was in demand from fans. This never materialized. Hardy would describe his last WWE run as having glimmers of hope on his Brother's Map podcast, adding, "The best way I can describe my journey the last few months in WWE was like glimmers of hope. Maybe I still have to do something. I felt like one of the most popular baby faces in WWE because the crowd was so with me. Then there were other times where I felt like a ghost roaming the halls. Why am I even here? I don't even feel important." I kept doing my deal and would show up and do whatever they wanted me to do.
That's the
I've never
WWE
been a
for you.
politica, so I don't go out of my way to try and get a certain spot or achieve a certain status. That night in Edinburgh, Texas, I finished my heat. I took the heat and I said, "I'm ready to go." Went over the rail, disappeared into the crowd. Naturally, they think I took something like drugs or whatever, but I didn't. If I was that bad, I should have never went out there. That's the way I see it. Now, although it was clear that Hardy wasn't in the best condition during his
what?
final WWE run,
So
Hardy did
you've never
actually
been a little
pass the
tipsy in the
WWE drug
ring?
test, and Matt Hardy would discuss this during a Twitch stream back in February. Matt stated, "Whenever my brother ended up being released, he had taken a drug test. Usually these tests come back 10 to 14 days. Those 10 to 14 days had been up and he never got a rest, and he was curious as to whether his result was. He knew he had passed his test because he knew he hadn't been doing anything and been clean. He's been clean the whole while he's been there. There was an issue where they said Jeff Hardy had this erratic behavior and he jumped over the guardrail or whatever. Hello, he's Jeff Hardy. He's a weird dude. That's kind of what he does. The erratic behavior is why they gave him a test and sent him home. There are calls to see Hardy retire, and this may be the best move at this point. There was concern that during the Hardy Boys match with the Young Bucks, Jeff was acting rather strange, and it was later reported that Jeff was almost knocked out, but he still proceeded to compete in the match, when in all honesty, he should have received medical attention. Jeff had been taking time away from AEW due to his injury, and it was said to be nothing serious, but it appears whilst having this time off, Hardy has once again fallen off the wagon. Hardy is scheduled for a triple threat ladder match with Brother Matt, the Young Bucks, and AEW World Tag Team Champions Jurassic Express on Wednesday's edition of AEW Dynamite. Obviously, Jeff's involvement in the aforementioned match is likely to be null and void. AEW have yet to
Why
release
did
an
they
official
use
statement
that
on the
picture? Oh my
situation.
God,
Fans were expecting
WrestleMania.
either a suspension
Bitch, I'm
or a straight
dead.
up release. This is really bad PR for AEW, and the way the company handles this situation will be a huge test. This is the first situation of this nature to take place during the short history of the company, and there is actually a ton of pressure on AEW President Tony Khan.
Yeah.
It could be argued that Hardy is in danger to other talent, and this is something that Khan would have no doubt taken into consideration. WWE were heavily criticized for their handling of Hardy's release, but looking back, it was apparent that they had Hardy's best interest in mind. Vince McMahon was said to be a huge supporter of Jeff, and he wouldn't have let him go if he believed that Hardy didn't need legitimate help. The charismatic Enigma has been extremely open over the years in relation to detailing how difficult his addiction is to combat. During a 2012 interview with the Miami Herald, Hardy would declare, "It's easy to do, it's easy to get addicted, but if you never stop, you'll never have to stop." That's the best advice I can give anybody. I'm back to a place now where I was before. So the best advice, kids, is to do what you love. Also, never start and you'll never have to stop. I've got my hardcore fans, and I thank them so much for being there for me and not giving up on me.
kids.
Now, Hardy is one of the most
Don't
beloved
do
and most
drugs.
popular stars of all time, and fans are urging Hardy to get some serious help. It's clear that he needs to take a step back from the wrestling ring, and it's not in the best interest of anyone to see Hardy as an in-ring performer. He's 44 years of age, and at this stage in his life, he's a ticking time bomb, and it's only going to diffuse if Hardy gets the help.
A ticking time bomb. I wouldn't say that. Oh, thank you, WrestleMania, for that. That was great. Thank you for blessing us with this WWE AEW wrestling superstar news, bitch. Okay. I mean, wow. Everybody got their thing with them, I guess. Not all that thrilled. Definitely sad to hear that Jeff Hardy is going through this. again, I hope that he can get his demons under control. Once I saw this, memo slide across my desk, I was just like, bitch, wait a minute. Not again, honey. Okay, not again. But I understand the situation, but it's just like, it's a tough one. That's a sticky one to talk about. So I'm not even going to talk about it. I'm going to leave that up to you guys, okay? Hit me up in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts about this whole situation. I mean, how many chances does one get? I mean, really, but anywho, hit me up in the comment section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Hit that bell notification to be updated and notified when I upload more content such as this. And I will see you guys in the next one. God today, Jeff Hardy.
That night, that